start. This is for the House of the Dead Overkill. Who are the bosses in the game, and what are their special abilities?
Well, I'm going to give away two bosses. The first boss is Jasper. Now, he is wheelchair bound initially, but he injects himself with the mutant juice and turns into this telepathic flying zombie that gets to pretty much grab anything in the environment and throw it at you.
Yeah, like the magician?
Exactly. So that's the first boss. The second boss is a screamer, and her power is like she screams in your face if she gets too close. But it's your job to keep your distance away from her to beat her. Oh. I'm not going to give away any of the other bosses.
Yeah, she's creepy. And why are there no online leaderboards, like Wi-Fi?
Well, this time, I mean, we put so much time into the feel and look of the game. Plus, it's purely a single-player game that we wanted to have that arcade feel to. You don't really have online leaderboards on arcades, so we didn't really put that into this game this time.
Okay, the next question is, isn't it kind of strange that a zombie plague existed before the zombie plague of the original House of the Dead story?
Well, that's why we're doing like a prequel story with this one, so it's not even like resetting before any of the other House of the Dead you played before. It gives you like kind of like a prequel, so to speak, to what you've already experienced.
Who provided the voice acting for House of the Dead Overkill, and what inspired Headstrong Games to make it cheesy and intentionally terrible?
Well, I can tell you, Headstrong loves movies like Grindhouse. They love the Quentin Tarantino movies, so they drew a lot of inspiration from those types of films, and they thought, well, you know, all the other House of the Dead games were always kind of a little cheesy, so why don't we up the cheesy factor and really bring that out and make it a fun game that way. Now, in terms of the voice actors, I don't have the names myself, but the voice acting in the game is awesome. The dialogue is really funny. It's literally laugh out loud funny.
Thank you, friend. Okay. Should House of the Dead Overkill be successful, will there be likely to see any more titles from this series on the Wii?
We definitely hope so. I mean, we know we have a lot of House of the Dead. Well, first off, we have a lot of Sega Nerds. We have a lot of House of the Dead fans. And judging from some early reviews and the crowd reaction at Comic-Con here today, we think this one's going to be another success, and hopefully we can make some more with Headstrong.
Okay, is there any chance that we could see a House of the Dead game on an HD console, like House of the Dead 4 and the special version, and also EX that just came out in Japan?
All I have to say is you never know. We're full of surprises, so keep the ear to the track and see what's coming down.
I see how you made G funny in the game in the ice cream truck scene. How did you guys came up with this funny scene?
I would say the Headstrong guys just have a great sense of humor themselves and a lot of creativity, hence scenes like the ice cream truck scene.
That's cool. Washington is one bad mofo, and Valeria the stripper is one hot chick. How did the team create these characters, including Papa Caesar, into the game, and will we be able to see them in the future House of the Dead game?
Well, we never know what we're going to see in the future House of the Dead games, but I can tell you, they took a lot of inspiration from a lot of those kind of like 70s buddy cop movies. Yeah. Detective Washington is definitely a caricature and a culmination of a lot of those types of characters. Papa Caesar, totally new creation, gave them a new avenue to take the game in. And of course, we all love Varla, and hopefully, you know, she'll fare well in the game, but you'll have to find out by playing it.
Okay. Will there be any cameos of House of the Dead characters like Rogan, Sophie?
Being that this is a prequel, we're not going to see any of those guys.
And one last but not least, will the magician appear in some way in the game?
That is a negative as well. It's so early in the storyline of the game that you won't be seeing those guys.
Okay, thank you for the interview.
No worries.